They run an amazing show called Strip Joker that's body positive and queer as fuck. And they also run this very show, which is also body positive and queer as fuck. Can we get into it? Yeah!
Amazing that not a single straight guy said anything about it. And I didn't know there was a haircut that would make them not give me opinions. And it's the best one I've ever had. I love it. I feel like I wanted a haircut that reflected me a little bit more. I am a non-binary, gender non-conforming person. If you don't know what that means, don't worry, that's okay. I only found out like 3 years ago, so worry, it's different for everybody, but what it means for me is that I don't identify as one single gender. I identify as many genders. And when considering a partner, well, I actually don't see their gender at all. All right? I am gender blind. All I see is employment status and benefits. That's As a gender queer person, I prefer gender neutral pronouns like they and them, gender neutral clothing, gender neutral hair, gender neutral compensation, gender neutral respect for my peers. I honestly, you just treat me like anybody else. But hopefully better than women. That'd be great. Pronouns are super important to queers like us because when you use our pronouns for trans men, trans women, non-binary people, bros, it's important. Because when you use our pronouns, that means you see us the way we see ourselves, which is so reaffirming and so great. But I have noticed almost nobody asks me for my pronouns. But almost every single person I've met has asked me for the pronouns of my cats. Sometimes before they even touch them, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, he, she." And it's just, the fact that you can't tell is progress. But the fact that you ask means we still have a ways to go. I'm really happy to be summertime. You all happy for summer? It's only in the summertime I get to do one of my fun jobs. I'm one of these cool people. I work 4 fulfilling jobs instead of one that pays me well. I have one job with benefits when I can have 4 jobs with first aid kits. So that's what I do. One of my jobs, again, it's just a summer job, so it's only happening right now. I am an architecture boat tour guide. Yes, I have learned all about the city of Chicago, our history, the architecture, and which cultures around the world don't find it customary to tip. Turns out it's all of them. I didn't realize when I took the job. And I think when I took it, I was misled. Because the girl that was training me, she was just like, "Listen, Brittany, if you are single, this is the job for you, okay? You're gonna be on a boat with 300 people, and they're all gonna be looking at you, okay? They're gonna have all the questions, you're gonna have all the answers, you're gonna be the belle of the ball on this boat." Yeah, you wanna know what she didn't tell me? It's a boat full of tourists. You know what's the least attractive thing to anyone that lives in Chicago? Someone holding Geno's East leftovers and wearing a "What You Talking About Willis Tower" t-shirt. No, thank you. No. And boy, is my job fulfilling. For 75 minutes at a time, I talk about history, architecture, I give you fun facts to bring home to Iowa. And every single time at the end of my tour, somebody has to tell me just how much I look like Lena Dunham. It is it is filled with moments. Tons of moments. Unfortunately, because y'all know we live in Chicago, there is one tower in downtown Chicago that turns everything controversial. We do have Trump Tower down there, so it sucks. And sometimes I have a lot of people like to flex on me with Trump Tower, they like to talk about it. So one time I had somebody that got on my boat and they had like a Trump Tower like umbrella, and they're like, "Excuse me, do you know like Trump Tower has a gift shop?" I'm like, if they do, nobody calls it that. I did have one situation situation with Trump Tower that was actually fun. There was somebody definitely not from this country, and they came up to me very, very confused, and he said, "Excuse me, but why is Trump's name on that building?" And I did not know where to begin. I was like, I guess we'll start with toxic masculinity. We'll move into overcompensation. Guess we'll just cap it off as shiny things. There you go. Yeah. I did have one really great moment that happened to me. This happened last summer, and it's still been the best thing. On my boat tour, I had a little girl on my tour, and she was so cute. She was maybe 7 or 8 years old, and she came up to me in the middle of my tour, and she looked up at me, and she said, "When I grow up, I want to be a boat talker, just like you." It was pretty cute, but this felt like a teaching moment for me. So I told her, I was like, "Hey, listen, you know what? I bet you could do this job. And you know what? Hey, I bet you'd be very good at this job. But you know what? This job is always going to be here, all right? The city of Chicago, the history, the architecture, it's always going to be right here. So you know what I want you to do? I want you to go off to college, go do whatever else you want to do. And if that doesn't work out, then you can have this job too, okay?" And she said, "Okay." And then her parents tipped me $20. Yeah, it was the nicest way anyone has ever said, "Thank you for making sure our daughter doesn't turn out like you."